Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 32 of Controllers and Coffee. We're live. We're back to our old overlay, which is pink and blue and purple. And we are back after a crazy week of E3 specials. We're still going to be talking about a bit of E3, though. As always, I am joined by the wonderful Kat Gerritsen. What is up, Kat?
Yo, I'm here to talk video games. I got a new light in my background, my little TNT. Makes an explosion sound when I press it. I got this sweet perforated brick shirt from The Last of Us 2, and I'm ready to talk games.
Representing video games.
All day.
That is awesome. Well, we're going to be... I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm good. I'm feeling excited to continue talking about all the crazy amount of game announcements that we got last week. It was just absolute madness. And I'm still getting my head around all the games that we're going to have to play.
There was so much stuff. I feel like I'm still seeing trailers that I missed, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think there was like a wholesome games showcase and I just completely missed it. So,
was there? Well, I haven't even heard of that either. So I've missed it too.
Yes. Well, I don't know what was shown there. What's up, Laz? Thank you. Hello there. Thank you for joining us as always. Good dude.
Wait, what did you say it was? What was the showcase?
Wholesome Games Showcase. Wholesome Games.
I'm looking it up so I can watch it later.
Yeah, please. It apparently had some good indie shit. So,
I love indie shit.
I love some indie shit. Speaking of indie shit, before we get started in this topic, big E3 best of thing, I've still been playing quite a bit of The Wild at Heart. And it's bloody good. It's a really, really good game.
The other day,
it's so much longer than I thought it would be.
I was wallowing in despair and thinking, I wish I had a game to play, and I should have downloaded Wild at Heart. It would have been perfect.
I wish I had a game to play. It's nice. I've got 60 little spritlings following me around at any one time now, and it is madness. 60 little boys. And yeah, I'm like, I think I'm about 16 or 18 hours in, and it's pretty solid, like fair amount of stuff to go still. It's very good. It's really cool. Definitely highly recommend. And the music is so chill and like really just like you get lost just cruising around with your little dudes. But then it gets into nighttime and you're like, oh my God, I have to get back to the base. Otherwise I'm going to... It's a bit scary, but... have you been playing anything? If you're in a pit of despair looking for a game, what did you start playing? What's going on?
I didn't play anything. I watched some TV, but which I rarely do. I binge watched a season. What did I watch? I watched Jupiter's Legacy. I watched the whole thing. But you know what I did play? Some superhero shit. I played and finished Biomutant. I finished it.
Oh, sick. You finished it. Nice.
Done. And let me tell you, if I was a reviewer and I had to speed through that game and do the 4 main bosses and finish it, I'd think that game was shit too. Sorry,
right.
Man, like 2 of the bosses are like weak point shooters. And it sucks ass. Like, it fucking sucks ass. They are terrible boss fights. They go for so long. No matter how much damage you do, they're just full on shit because if you haven't hit their weak points, they're literally immune. Like, it's absolute trash. And you can only hit their weak points to cause damage. It does the tiniest sliver. Like, absolute trash. And the twist that they had in the middle where, like, you go to the middle tree and there's, like, something there that you don't really expect fucking means nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Like, it shouldn't have been there. I don't even know why they bothered to put that in the game because it doesn't fucking matter. And you come back to it at the end and it doesn't matter. Like, I guess.
Right. Okay.
Can I talk about it, or you don't want to know?
I prefer no spoilers. I still really want to buy it. But it's like $100, so I'm like, not right now.
It's fucking useless. Anyone who's played it will understand. Maybe it's because I went the good route and I like saved the world. Maybe if I went the bad route, it would be fine and it would mean something, but it means literally nothing. So I did go back to before I finished the game, and I'm gonna just go full dark mode, like, and just like,
okay,
because you can just like catch animals and kill them to get dark points. So just like run around. I'm gonna beat up all the good people and see if that does anything, because like it means nothing. It was pointless. And like you don't have to get strong to go and beat the bosses, because everything scales to your level. So I can definitely understand that if you just mainlined the main quest, it would be shit. Like it's the exploring the world that's exciting. But even then, like, you know how originally I talked about how the side quests, like, they seem to like push you towards improving your gear and that sort of stuff. Once you do those side quests, there's about 50 different go and rescue this guy, and you have to do that 23 times, or climb this rock, or like fucking find 15 toasters, find 7 treadmills, you know, like, so definitely a lot could have been better in that game, and I can 100% see why the reviews turned out the way they did. I at first was very surprised, but now am not surprised at all.
That can go away. Okay, interesting. Damn, that makes me sad. Although, like, I think we've, you know, my opinion could definitely differ from yours. I hope I like it, but
it was
that sucks to hear that you didn't.
And that ending, like, it didn't matter. The rest of the game is so much better. Like, if they had changed those 2 out of the 4 bosses to not be weak point fucking shooters, such shit, and like changed the ending to not be meaningless, then it would have been great. And like I would have even been happy with those, like a lot of those quests that are like do this over and over, because you come across a lot of the things organically anyway, so you're often just ticking them off as you run around, so it's not a problem. But those they needed to do better on the bosses, right? Like, that's my number one. They needed to do better on the bosses.
I hear they're taking a lot of player feedback and actually implementing it in patches. So I wonder how that will extend. I wonder what
that will end up being
the feedback has been. From, I mean, I assume a lot of people feel the same way if it's, you know, the main bosses that are, you know, badly designed. So it'd be interesting to see where that game goes. Even though it's not, you know, it's a single player game, but like,
just 2 of the bosses were fun because they were just regular fights, and the other 2 where they were the weak point shooters are just absolute garbage. Took so fucking long and was just a waste of my life.
The end indeed. All right. Well, what we're doing this week is we're going to run through the best and worst of E3 2021. You've heard us rattle on for about 5 hours about all the things we love, but we're going to do it a bit differently. Now, I'm just going to be fully transparent here. I've stolen this idea from my favorite podcast, The Min-Max Show. So definitely go and subscribe to them, youtube.com/ I think it's Min-Max Games or Min-Max Show, and follow them on Twitter and stuff if you don't already, because they're great. They're all most of them are ex-Game Informer, and they started their own thing, and they're fantastic. They are my favorite podcast. So I've stolen this directly from them. So thanks, Ben Hansen. But we are going to run through a few categories for our favorite and least favorite things at E3. So we've got biggest surprise, favorite moment, weirdest thing, missing in action, the most overshown game, the best under the radar game, and the most anticipated game other than Elden Ring. Big brackets there, because I think we all know what that answer would be. Let's kick it off, Kat, with the biggest surprise, and give us your hot take.
Everything was a surprise to me, you know, like I'm like, I don't know what this is. Show me it. Like, everything's a surprise. But the most impactful surprise for me was Redfall. I like that game the fuck out of nowhere, and I still don't really know anything about it, but it's exciting. I'm keen. I really want to see more. Like, I don't know. I feel like everyone that I talk to about it feels like it's going to be kind of like this Borderlands-y vibe, which I think is very interesting, and I would love that. Like, I think that would be really sick. A lot of people as well have been saying like Left 4 Dead, but they don't really think so, which is exactly what we said. Like, it kind of seems like Left 4 Dead, but also doesn't really feel like it fits into that, nor does the player fit into that. I don't think you would advertise something like that game with the single player portion. I just don't think you'd say that.
No, and I also don't think the developers will make a game like that either. They have a very specific type of game that they make.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually had this as well for my biggest surprise because, like, it totally, like, for one, it surprised me because it wasn't what I was expecting. Secondly, I wasn't totally impressed at first. I was like, okay, some co-op game, but like,
was not on that hype train.
The more I think about it, I'm like, this is like incredibly exciting for me. And I went and downloaded Dishonored Death of the Outsider like as soon as that came to Game Pass, and I've been playing that, and it's excellent. And their game design is like so good, and I assume it's going to be like this. Like, if you look at Deathloop is just like Dishonored, but it's in a different world. Like, their game design is very they're very good at a certain thing, and that's fine because they're so good at immersive sims. But the fact that they're bringing open world and co-op into this is like very
exciting.
Cool. It's so exciting.
And also, like, way to show off the characters. Like, they were great.
Yeah.
Like, very individual, very even though some of them are kind of like trope characters, they're still very recognizably individual to that game, you know? Like,
yes.
Pretty different.
Yeah, for sure. Like the science guy, he is oh my god, yes, that thing is amazing.
Huge.
The science guy is quite tropey in ways, like, you know, he's a nerdy dude, and
but normally the nerdy dude is like spooked of everything and like, ew, it's gross.
True,
he's like into it. So, like, even though there is that trope of you have the nerdy guy, they're still kind of like, it's a little bit different.
And then there's like the sharpshooter with his raven, which is like pretty much straight up just stolen from Borderlands with Mordecai and Bloodwing. But like, I'm fine with that because Mordecai was amazing, and this character it's a very different character, but it's like, it's a cool trope. It's a cool character style trope for a video game where you're like, you've got a bird and you're a sharpshooter. It's just a thing. But
the little bit that was a bit different about that character for me, because obviously, again, huge trope, was that character is normally very somber, you know, withdrawn, but he's jokey. So, you know, like, you know, they're just like, they're putting the tropes in for sure, but they're like, I put a little spin, a little bit of spice, like.
I'm super excited to see like how the missions go, like, because in say something like Dishonored, there are like, you know, animated like images in between missions that kind of tell a story, but anytime you're in the game, it's first person, it's like you're immersed in that like point of view. I wonder how they'll tackle that with this, it being, you know, up to 4-player co-op, and you know, are they going to have cutscenes, or is it all going to be from the perspective of the player, or are they just going to be no cutscenes, or is there going to be less like dialogue and stuff happening around you? I'm really excited to see more, and it's like only 12 months away. So
it's very cool.
I hope we see more soon, but I also I get that like doing like gameplay trailers and shit. It's just so much effort for game developers. So it's like, I think I understand why we're not seeing as many trailers and as many like, gameplay demos or something like that for a lot of things, because it's like most devs are working from home, and then it's all this extra work when they just probably want to be focusing on actually finishing the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel this. Although I do want to see more.
I do absolutely want to see more.
I feel it from both sides.
I've got one, which was, I suppose, not technically at E3. I think it was technically Summer Games Fest, but you know what? Jeff Keighley claimed that the Xbox thing was at Summer Games Fest, so you know what? It's fine. The Tribeca Games Festival. That was so sick. Like, to have this like kind of spotlight on 8 games or whatever it was. This is still for number 1, biggest surprise.
Yeah.
Just how good that 48-minute thing. I think it was like Xbox. Obviously, for me personally, that was like my favorite thing of the whole weekend, the whole week. But this was probably the second best conference kind of thing, because it was just, it had those dev interviews, it had gameplay, it had like, commentary, but it didn't feel bloated like the it didn't even feel like the Jeff Keighley thing where it felt like advertising. It felt really like a celebration of these indie games. Like Tribeca, I think they do like film and stuff as well. So it's like, had that vibe of like the art behind it, not just the advertising. And it was really great show. Like, I'm so glad I spent the time to just sit down and actually watch that instead of like the the indie game showcase wasn't as well done. The PC gaming show was just like crap. It was just horribly set out, and just full of like,
how terrible it was. Like, my biggest surprise is how heavily they went on that bit. Like, God, what the fuck?
With so many, and they like so many bits they tried to do, and it was all bad.
Every bit was bad.
I think Tribeca was excellent, and I want more of that at more things, and more focus on these indie games, because like, I'm just trying to think what was at it. While I do this, do you have anything else? Any kind of honorable mentions?
Yeah, you know what is a big surprise for me? It wasn't really a surprise in terms of seeing it, but a surprise in how I felt about it was the Halo multiplayer. Because I haven't played any of the Halo. The lore seems really interesting to me, but I haven't played any of the Halo games because I've never had an Xbox. So whilst I do know that world seems interesting to me, I didn't think that seeing like any of the gameplay would actually interest me at all, because I'm so removed from it. But the multiplayer looked fab. Like, it looked so good. It looked really, really good.
Yeah, I didn't put that in, but you're damn right. Like, and the response to it from so many people in your situation, and Halo fans as well, that have maybe fallen off because they don't like 343's Halos. There's just been so much positivity around Halo multiplayer, and I like that they also did that 12-minute video, and it wasn't just a trailer that they showed in the game showcase. I think that's another thing that Xbox really nailed. Like, and it probably didn't get as many eyes on it as their main conference, obviously, because that's the big press conference. But like, Halo had a 12-minute thing, and then they did like the Xbox Games Showcase extended thing, and talked about a bunch of games that they'd already talked about, as well as Hellblade 2, and didn't show any new trailers. Well, they showed a trailer for Hellblade 2, but it was mostly like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
But with some little bit of extra information, and then spoke to developers about these games at length. And it was like really, really good. There were some really cool things that got, spoken about like Flight Simulator and about Starfield. I know they didn't speak about Starfield. More about Halo and more about Back 4 Blood and stuff like that as well. And it was like cool little add-on that went for almost 2 hours. Cool little add-on at the end of the week that kind of wrapped everything up, and it was again really well produced and had actually people on stage. It wasn't these awkward Zoom conversations.
Yeah, of course.
But at Tribeca, so it was Harold Halibut, Kana, Bridge of Spirits, Lost in Random, which was that one with the dicey.
Yes, so cute.
Norco, which was that really bugged out one with the fight scene, the milk. Yeah.
Norco milk.
Sable, which I know we don't really care about. Signalis, which was that weird 3D pixel one. The Big Con, which was that hilarious.
Yeah.
I
love the Big Con.
Yeah, you're a con person.
Con
girl. And your favorite game, 12 Minutes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know it.
But you know, that's a decent lineup, 8 games, and it was really well. Like when the Big Con came up, I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. And then like a minute into it, I was like, I'm all about this. This looks great. This looks fun. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Favorite moment, unless you've got anything else to add for biggest surprise.
No, I do have a favorite moment though. I know you said what you said.
That's okay. Look, your most anticipated game can't be Elden Ring, but it's fine. It's fine.
This is my favorite moment.
My favorite moment out of the whole week is just the green screen hair.
Green hair. I love Elden Ring. My favorite moment. I don't think I'm making it clearer. This is my favorite
so well.
It's so perfectly framed. I love. Oh my god, I'm getting more of the picture in my shirt. Whoa, here we go. Fucking, there he is, the tarnished boy. Elden Ring, baby. Elden Ring, my favorite moment. Like, I didn't care what else happened the whole rest of E3 because all I wanted was Elden Ring, and I got it. Like, there's nothing more to say.
So good.
My green screen hair is iconic, my name, Jeff. It is iconic.
Oh my god. Forever. I would never forget. Never forget.
Never forget Elden Ring green screen hair.
Look, I had a real hard time choosing a favorite moment, but I think it's also your Elden Ring hair. I almost think it's like, if I have to be very specific, it's it's too good. It's I think it's like Jeff Keighley's excitement to announce it. He's like, he's so hyped to say like Elden Ring. He's
to finally get it out there and get out of gamer jail. Yeah,
pretty much. And then he was just like hailed as the Lord and Savior for the rest of the week. So good. It's like after Summer Game Fest just didn't exist after that. Like,
yeah, they were just like gone.
It was done, and he was like, "Well, I'm claiming the Xbox conference and the Bandai conference." Also, what the fuck? Why didn't Bandai Namco show more Elden Ring? I just don't understand.
Really you know what? I don't care. I got Elden Ring, and that's all I needed.
Yeah,
and I love it. Like, what more is there to say? I really liked as well that Jeff afterwards he tweeted about how Miyazaki wanted it to be last as a reward for everyone who was watching and like to not overshadow the rest of the conference sort of thing. Like, really cool that not only like, well, I think it's just really cool that he was confident enough in his own game and what everyone wanted that he knew that putting it last would be a reward and would help to not overshadow the other games, which is also like, that would be such a hard thing to say, to be like, I know I'm going to overshadow all these other games. Like, you look like a real dickhead saying that. But at the same time,
but when you
anticipated game.
And I mean, it won most anticipated game at the fucking Game Awards. So, and like that when it's someone like Miyazaki, or at least like a team like From Software, it's not out of a place of arrogance, or it doesn't seem out of a place of arrogance. It seems like it's like, no, like this game is going to break the fucking internet.
Yeah.
Show all the other games first, because otherwise, if they closed with Wonderlands and they open with Elden Ring, like no one would care about
show.
Wonderlands, let alone all the 50 other games that got shown, right? Like,
they'd just be like, you'd be like 30 minutes into the conference and be like, Pot Boy,
go back to Pot Boy,
show me more Pot Boy. I love it though. Like, what a moment. What a dream.
And it was an epic trailer. Such a good trailer.
Good trailer. Great trailer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things sort of like a great moment. I think if, again, I'm going to get real nitty gritty on this one, is like the moment when they show like a still in Mexico and then they're like, this isn't a photo, it's gameplay.
Oh, yeah, and that was so good.
That was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was really good. You know what else? No, it's completely lost my head immediately. As I said, you know what else? God, so it wasn't that good. I got it.
Go.
What else is great? One of my favorite moments was the Outer Worlds 2.
Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
So good.
That should have been biggest surprise. I think that could take,
Will this enemy be in the game? No. You'll never see it again. Forget about it. Miyazaki-chan does bring that Chad energy. Huge Chad mood. Massive Chad vibes.
Also, it was funny, I saw on Twitter afterwards, the like head of, I don't know, senior editor or something like that at Obsidian was like, I can't believe we just got away with that that trailer. I can't believe that got greenlighted or something like that. It's like that trailer is going to go down like in infamy as the best trailer, like best like teaser trailer for something. It's so excellently done. Excellent.
Very well done. Very well done.
Very good. I think my favorite thing was probably Jeff Keighley's favorite moment was just Jeff Keighley's
excitement. He was
excitement.
so cute afterwards. He's like, "Oh, we've done it. We get to see it." Like, imagine holding that inside. And also, like the day before, when you sent me that Twitter where Jeff Keighley's like smiling at the screen, they zoomed in on his eyes and put the Elden Ring logo in it. Like,
they couldn't have been more right. They could not have been more correct.
So good. So good.
Oh, so funny. All right, weirdest thing. I've got a couple of bangers for this one, or at least one really good one.
I've got one good one, which is weird, but no. You know what was weird? How much PC Gaming Show banged on that? No, I'm sorry. My weird game, that was like a weird moment for me, but I was like, actually, I love this. Is Death Trash, a little indie that they showed.
Yes.
Do you have some visuals prepared?
I do have some visuals prepared, and just gonna.
Do you want to watch the visuals?
Yeah, let's do it. Live viewing.
Yes, live viewing. I love this.
Love
it. Meaty.
Mildred.
Nice. Just eating like livers.
The fuck?
Weird.
It is weird.
Weird, but I like it. I'm like, I want to check that out. Oh, dude,
That's
that background is like our background.
Hey, except way better.
Wow, it's stunning.
That's really cool. Weird. That's really cool. That's actually a good comparison. OG Fallout and Hyperlight Drifter on acid.
A Hyperlight Drifter, but like yuckier, like bloody and gross. I like that guy when he's like, "Are you going to hurt me?" And it's like, "Yes, no, don't answer." Like, what happens if I say yes? Like, that's not very nice. I want to know. Yeah.
I want to know very much.
Giant
that looks cool.
Blood pool, like very meaty. Like she or he or whatever it is, like pulls like the livers and shit out of those bodies, and he's like, "Nice." Nom nom. Like what?
Just what I needed. Vomit. That's what I needed.
That's what I needed. Put that in my pocket. Like what?
That's very cool. See, the PC Gaming Show clearly had some cool shit, but it was just like surrounded by this like cringe factor bollocks. So there you go. Very cool.
That I did not like.
Well, I've got a weird thing. My weirdest thing was Hideo Kojima talking about 9/11 excessively.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh shit, that was weird. That was real weird.
Like, what? And
stop talking.
Kill it! Don't talk about 9/11.
Jeff's like, nice. Now tell me about your video game. Why was it that way?
Here's a trailer of a man getting in a box for 5 minutes. Look.
Oh, blue box. Oh, don't even get me started on blue box. Don't get me started.
We can get started on that if you want. Apparently, the developer has come out with a video, and he's like, we're just an indie team.
That's a stunt double, bro. As if.
God.
Like, man.
I want to know your thoughts on this now, because we haven't spoken about this yet. And I went down the rabbit hole. I was like, why is Silent Hill trending? Fucking, what is this blue box? Oh my God.
How are their names? Like, some of the evidence was like, Hideo Kojima and his son Kadraman or whatever. They're like, the names translated are the same thing. I'm like, what? How do you translate a name? Like, what are you saying to me? What? But the rest of it, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Why are they tweeting at 3 a.m. Netherlands time? Why is the Netherlands flag on Sam? Why did he?
True.
Why did he turn that box upside down and get in it? The funniest bit was like, they're putting oranges out of the box. The opposite of orange is blue. And then he gets in the box. Blue box. I was like, what the heck? What do you mean?
Oh
what do you reckon?
God. And I
are there any compelling pieces of evidence for you? Actually, you know what? We should just tell. I don't know if everyone's heard. You know, maybe.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay, so there's this company called Blue Box Entertainment Blue Box Studios, Game Studios, and they're making a game called Abandoned, which was shown off a little while ago, and it's like this first-person horror game. And people were like, "Oh my God, is this like the new Silent Hill?" And like, are they pretending to be? Like, is it Kojima pretending to be somebody else and being this company from the Netherlands or something? And now there's all this like
studios twice before.
And this studio is like, yeah, true, actually. And he's kind of done this before, but this studio, for one, has like a failed Steam Greenlight project or something like that. And some other game that's like, I don't know, either mobile or it's on Steam and it's not very good. But now they're making like a PS5 exclusive, like really high level horror game. And like, I don't know. I don't know where I fall on this. I haven't done enough
I want
research,
it. I want it to be true. Like, I want it to be true.
There's all these like they posted something and they're like, starts with S, ends in L. And then later on they're like, I'm sorry, we didn't mean to make it seem like we're talking about Silent Hill. It's like, what? And then like Kojima did that weird thing the other day where he shared a photo of those books and it was
with Silent and Hill in it.
Silent and Hill in the names and the authors' names. It's like, what is happening here?
Also, Blue Box Game Studios, like in their ads, they say they're a trademarked studio, and they're not. They're not trademarked. They're fucking a YouTube banner is literally just hills, fucking just pictures of hills. Like, I've got a fucking list of shit up. My favorite thing about it, my favorite point is that all of the employees on their LinkedIn, their pictures are just stock photos. Like, what are the chances of that, right? Like, why would you do that? Jeff Keighley follows them. Like,
yeah.
That's weird. I love this one. At the abandoned trailer, at the 49 seconds mark, the letters P and T are covered by the trees.
If they're covered by the trees, how can you see them?
How can you see it? Like, it's honestly blows my mind the amount of thought that's gone into this. Like,
it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, they're called BB Game Studios on Twitter.
Yeah, BB. Yeah, what the fuck?
The other interesting thing, I'm just going to read this point because I don't quite understand. So I'll just read it verbatim. A couple of months later, Blue Box Game Studios revealed that Abandoned would get its own PS5 app, which would let players run the game's trailers in real time on the PS5. This is a curiously specific thing that not even first-party PlayStation Studio games have done, so it raised some eyebrows that this unknown game studio would be the first to pioneer the feature. Another game that got a console application as a teaser for an upcoming release, but was later abandoned, was PT.
Fuck's sake.
Also, weird that they, like, Blue Box tweeted that the game would feature snowflakes of blood, which was used in the PT
Yes,
season. That one's a big one.
Yeah, like what? Are they just...
The studio was founded a year after the PT release. Like, their only other game that they've completed is called The Whisperer, which was actually completed by another studio, and the icon for that game is a black handprint, like in Death Stranding. One of their cancelled games is called Lost Tapes, which is one of the soundtracks in Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't get it. Like, all of their tweets are at 3 a.m. in the Netherlands time. It's 3 a.m. that they tweet. All of their tweets, which is 10 in Japan. This one's whack. In the Japanese Silent Hill commercial, the numbers, what are the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 8 appear, and Hassan Karaman has an account on PSN called Sneaky Warrior that has 1,238 trophies. Like,
that is so weird. How do people find that out and be like, that's the number?
That's the number. I was talking about this. Yeah, like, I was talking about this on Sunday when I was playing Dark Souls 2, by the way. Fucking
Laz.
We were talking about it, and we were like, imagine being the intern that Hideo hires, and he's like, you need to get 1,238 trophies for me on this bum account.
And then never touch it again.
Never touch it again. You are Sneaky Warrior until you have 1,238 trophies. Hassan has a YouTube channel called 2727. Silent Hills was cancelled on April 27th.
For fuck's sake.
Sneaky Warrior played a game that isn't available on the PlayStation Store that is using a siren head as an image. Junji Ito reacted to Siren Head a few months ago and implied about working with Kojima. I have no idea what that has to do with Silent Hills, apart from the fact that Siren Head is spooky.
Junji Ito, I assume, is one of the...
Junji Ito is a horror manga artist.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Yeah. So, and then also, like, this is that one that I said I don't get. Hideo, translated from Japanese to Turkish, means Karaman, which is the last name of Hassan Karaman, the head of Blue Box. And both of their names mean hero in their respective languages. Like, I don't get how that translates.
Well, and then, I guess proper
if it's
nouns
just hero in
often
both
have it.
Language, yeah. And then also, Karaman has an Apple Store app profile with a bunch of low-quality asset flip games under his belt. The only app that's not a game is called GoFit XL, which sits under the health and fitness category. And the description of the app says personal training in brackets PT programs.
Oh my God.
Like
what's that app called? Sorry.
It's called GoFit XL. Like, it's crazy. I saw another person say that, like, Hassan Karaman's full name translates to I'm waiting for you, Hideo, or we're waiting for you, Hideo. But I saw that like once or twice, and I've never seen it again. That piece of evidence has been expunged. So I don't know what happened with that. But damn, the conspiracy is huge.
It's so funny.
So weird.
I don't get that.
But also, like, he doesn't have the property. Like, what?
I was saying,
what if he just kept making the game? He's like, I'm gonna finish Silent Hills with like, I know that Death Stranding will be a success, and then you will give me the property, and I will finish Silent Hills, or I'll release it under the new name, Noisy Mountains. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Noisy Mountains. Like, I just
so weird.
I don't. So weird.
Maybe that's the weirdest thing. It's not as weird as Kojima talking about 9/11. I'll be right back.
You're right. The 9/11 bit is a bit freaking much.
It's a bit
whack. Oh my God, it's too much now. But yeah, I just like it's so much. Like, how did the people that even like, I don't know how they've done it. The people that saw this shit, like, how did they see it?
Gamers are on another level. They're putting together the pieces. They're like, we do these puzzles in video games for our whole lives, and then it's like,
true. You're like, who's the killer? Hideo.
It's Hideo. It's Hassan.
No, Hassan. He's taking over the business.
Oh shit! All right, missing in action. That was a really good diversion, by the way. Yeah. That was great. That was like 8 minutes of conspiracy theory.
It is the weirdest thing, and in a way, it's tied to that box turning upside down director's cut bullshit. Like,
the fucking director's cut, man. I don't understand. He's the director. The
original game was your cut. Stupid. So dumb.
He just wanted to call it a director's cut because he's a fucking weirdo.
Pompous.
Pompous weirdo. Great game. I love Death Stranding.
Great game.
I don't know if I'll play it again, but it was fucking
I will not.
Amazing.
I'm telling you now. It's going to be a long time before I do.
All right. Missing in action.
You know it.
I believe we both have the same answer, so let's get into it.
Beyond Good and Evil 2, you fucker. Where the fuck you at? Tell me.
This game, Ubisoft have got this happening on two fronts. Skull and Bones.
Yeah, I forgot.
And Beyond Good and Evil 2. Skull and Bones, who the fuck knows? But like, Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's shaping up to be development hell, isn't it?
When did we see it? 2019?
When did we see it?
Yeah,
2019. Yeah.
2019.
And it was shown at the E3 before that?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find out for you.
My name, Jeff. You're right. Where has that game gone? I don't know. And what's really bad is and concerning, I guess, is that Michel Ancel has left Ubisoft. He's gone to be a farmer or some shit. And he's the mastermind behind Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
2017.
2017. It says, yeah, during their 2017
What?
conference.
Wait, didn't they show it twice? Didn't we see?
Well, when was the original?
Wait, they showed that first trailer with the swearing monkey.
Yeah.
And then they showed the other trailer with the spaceship? Or was that the same trailer?
No, the monkey's in the one with the spaceship, but there's two.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. In 2016, Ansel used social media to post images of the game. Then Beyond Good and Evil 2, 2017. Ansel confirmed that the 2008 and 2009 trailers were from initial work as a narrative sequel, but they changed it into a different direction.
2008, 2009.
I know, like, it's crazy. It's in the Voyager engine. There you go. Have fun. Ansel announced his departure in 2020. He said that both the project and Wild were in capable hands. Apparently, Ansel's leadership on the project was unorganized and at times abusive, causing the game's development to have many restarts, accounting for the delay since its 2010 announcement.
2010.
Like crazy. But I want it. It looked great in 2019.
It looks great. Yeah, when we saw it, it was incredible. And
can you put on that trailer? I want to see it again. The one with the spaceship. Put that on. Put that shit on.
All right.
I just want to see it while we're talking about it. I accept cookies. Become a space pirate legend. Like, where did it go? Official blog. Yeah, show me that. When was the last post from the official blog? Let's see.
Yeah, so there was one 2017 and 2018. Looks like.
Oh yeah, 2018 must have been the really nice one. Yeah, give me. The last blog was on the 12th of July, 2020. We don't have to hear it. I just want to look at it. It just looks so nice.
It does look so nice. That's right. They're in the rings of the planet.
Yeah, it looks so fucking cool. And the scale of it is astounding. Like,
and when they they show like how you can traverse and they like zoom out. And
that little gameplay really bit that we got was like, whoa, that was lovely.
That was incredible. And it looks, I don't know, I really hope it happens. I really hope it comes out. I am losing faith.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's getting anywhere. And I'm not holding my breath, that's for sure. But my God, I just want it to happen. But you never know. They might have a good... It might have a good, story plan already. And now that Michel Ancel's left, that it may not matter that he's left the company. It may just be all good. A new creative director can, creatively direct things. But yeah, I don't feel good about this. I don't really want this game to happen. I want to be a shark man.
Yeah, right. I want to be a shark man or a panda or a tiger, whatever. It says from the 2020 July 12 blog post, we are currently concentrating on core development and production milestones. Which is sounds great. That's it. That's really it. They say that like the in-game footage will be very limited. You won't see a lot.
Yeah.
Space monkeys remain our top priority, and we aren't going anywhere. They still have their hit record partnership.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing with that.
Oh, this part of the trailer is crazy. That's that thing where you can like do artwork and it be in the game and stuff.
Yeah, and like soundtracks and stuff, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, oh, they're not paying artists. It's like, just don't do it. I'm sorry, but if you don't want to contribute free work to a game, just don't do it. I'm like, I don't see the issue. Like, I really don't understand.
It's like, it's really cool for people that want to do it.
It's great.
Like getting like your little bit of art as a piece of graffiti in the game. Like, I would freaking froth over that. Like, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I don't get. If you don't want to, like, it's not like they're like, oh, well, we'll pay you, and then they don't. It's like hit record that's what they do for, like, I don't know. Anyway, that's not
yeah. They've made $50,000 worth of payments already, and they've got 35,900 in proposed and pending payments.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like for things that haven't closed off yet. But
yeah,
that's amazing. It sounds very cool. I really, really, really wished we had seen something. I feel like they're gonna have to. They've been real quiet on it. Like, everything that I'm seeing, is like July 2020. Like, you're not seeing anything else. So, like, I'm really, really hoping that they show something soon. I don't care what it is. Show us just some concept art and be like, yeah, we're still working on this thing, or I don't know. I feel like they're disappearing.
Yeah, it's concerning. My only other one, which is not, it's definitely not at the same level as that in any way, but is Hellblade 2. I think, they showed it at that extended thing, and they said, like, this game is way bigger scope than we could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
It's like they're recreating the whole chunks of Iceland.
Yeah.
So they were quite open in this thing to, like, we're not ready to show this yet, but here's the technology that's going into the game, and it is a massive, massive visual upgrade. And I think they even mentioned that they're working with Epic with Unreal Engine 5 now. So, like, they've actually spoken about that. So
that's cool.
But I put it in the missing in action bit simply because, like, it was the first Series X game we ever saw. It was when they showed the Series X, they showed Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, the devs do a lot of, like, updates via social media and their YouTube channel and stuff like that. So it's not something that's just, like, disappeared off the face of the earth, but I think it was missed, and it's one that people are really excited about because it was shown quite early, but it is going to be huge. And I think it's probably the one game at this point that I think Microsoft are hoping will compete with the big Sony third-person adventure game, like, exclusive, because it is, like, it's very serious. It's going to be third person. It's going to look incredible, and it's really, like, as far as I can recall, it's the only, like, third-person adventure game in Microsoft's lineup. Like, there's heaps of RPGs, there are heaps of multiplayer games, there's shooters,
absolutely,
tactics, all this shit, and then there's this Hellblade 2, huge, competitor to what Sony do in a big way. Absolutely. And it sounds like it's going to be quite open world. So, but that's okay, because it gives me even longer to play the first one, which I still haven't played, even though it's, like, meant to be 8 hours long and incredible. So.
Yeah, which is also, like, very interesting that they've gone from, like, an 8-hour long adventure to something so huge. So good luck to them.
RVA Flips, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining us in the chat. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Okay, this next one's fun. And when I was looking at your responses, I kind of wish I didn't look at your responses, but I should have called this one the most overshown game at E3. What you got for me, Kat?
12 minutes. Fuck that shit. I don't want to see it again. Why did it? I don't know. It probably only got shown at 2 places, or maybe 3.
I think
like I saw it everywhere. I feel like it.
Actually, was it at Summer Game Fest? I don't think it was, but I think it's because you've seen it 4 times before already.
Yeah, right. I'm tired of it.
I can't wait for it either, but I do get where you're coming from. It's all right. You're not going to have to see it much more. It's coming out very soon.
It did go in it. It was in Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game Fest?
It was
like the opening night thing?
Yeah.
It was in Tribeca, yeah. And it was at Xbox.
And it was at Xbox. So I saw it 3 fucking times, all within like a span of a few days. And I was like, stop showing me this shit. I mean, I'm sure it'll be great. It looks really cool. I like the idea as well. Very cool premise. Love to play it. It's one day. Do not want to see it again.
I can't.
Looks fantastic.
Trying to look in the app to see when it comes out, but I think it's August. It's like, yeah, thanks. I think it's like Hades comes to Game Pass, and then like 2 days later, it comes to Game Pass.
19th of August. And look, I'm certain, and I don't think anyone is questioning that it's being shown so much more now because of the big names that they got for voice actors, which is great, whatever. But I think there's something to be said, a completely different topic that we can maybe have at a different time about the value of actors over voice actors. Like, even in movies, I love this conversation. I saw the other day a poster for, I don't even fucking know what movie it is, but there was the 3 main characters, and they were like Tom, Bob, and Dick, Susan,
Harry,
and then they're like, and Zendaya as Harry. You know, like, she's an actor, I get it, but these other 3 main characters are voiced by voice actors that are very skilled in their craft. Fucking put their name on it too. And so I know that 12 Minutes is getting a lot more attention because not only is it a great concept that looks fantastic, but they've put 3 big ass names in there. I don't care about that shit.
Yeah, it could just as easily be.
I feel like Willem Dafoe could sound terrible.
Absolutely. Have you played Beyond Two Souls?
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, so, but why? You have voice actors, and in this age of Critical Role, which I have not watched, but is obviously a huge draw. People know those voice actors. Like, those are big names that you could pull into things.
Well, that's my thought. Yeah. Like, what is, and this is really a topic we could talk about for a long time, but like, I think for a lot of gamers, like, what is the draw for? What is the draw?
Why do I care that it's Willem Dafoe and not anyone else?
Yeah, like, for people who aren't gamers, what is the draw of having Daisy Ridley and James McAvoy and Willem Dafoe in as the lineup? Because, like, you could just as easily say Jennifer Hale, Troy Baker. Like, he's amazing at what he does, but I feel he's in fucking everything.
He's everything.
But Jennifer Hale, Troy Baker, right? Nolan North, like, boom, boom, boom. Like, those 3 names to gamers are kind of like, you're more likely to be like, oh, that's going to be amazing. Like, I think it was really cool in the Wonderlands trailer when they're like, they're now still the big actors, Andy Samberg and whoever. See, that's the thing. I don't even fucking know actors very well. But
neither.
They
it's like Gideon Emery. Like,
what's oh my god.
Give me Gideon Emery. I'll play that game.
She was on stage with Jeff Keighley. She's she's like the best. The one that does Tiny Tina's voice. And for some reason I can't remember her name, which makes me really sad. Sorry. But fuck, what's her fucking name?
Her name is
I'm so glad Ashley Birch, thank you. I'm so glad that they put her name in the trailer as well. It wasn't just like Andy Samberg, blah, 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 but not Tiny Tina.
Who is the literal main character.
Yeah, and is like an incredible voice actor. Like, I don't even know that was Ashley Birch, to be fair, because she doesn't sound anything like typical Ashley Birch. Like, yeah. So what's the draw? Like, who's going to see, that's James McAvoy.
Oh, man, I love
12 minutes.
Loved Willem Dafoe as the Green Lantern. I'm gonna go buy 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Although I'm stoked for the developers to get those big names, because it probably gets more gamers to like put their eyes on it, especially when they're showing it at 4 conferences.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to see it again. It looks great. Don't show me everyone.
Yeah. Well, it's coming out in August. You won't see it after that until like Game of the Year. And it's like best indie game.
Best
and you're
everything.
Like, no!
12 minutes. I'm like, fuck off! Fuck off! No, they're like best voice actor, Willem Dafoe. 12 minutes. I'm like, fuck yeah! Man, we'll see. That would suck.
I've got a different one.
Yeah.
It's Far Cry 6 for me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, stop showing Far Cry. I couldn't give a fuck, to be honest.
In the fucking Ubi. Oh, I don't want to see it.
Like they showed, Far Cry. Again, I think it was shown in Jeff Keighley's thing. Or maybe it was the trailer that came out the week before as well. And then it was shown at the Ubisoft conference. And I didn't care then. And then it was shown again at Xbox.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? I don't...
And they had that full interview. What's his name? I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and they
also,
spoke about like
faces look like paper. What is wrong? Like they look kind of weird.
And they're like, we're doing a thing where you get to play as the bad guys. It's like, okay, stop showing me your game, please. I'm so done with. I'm not going to play Far Cry 6 for one thing. I just don't care. But like, stop shoving it in my face. And it's like very serious. And one of the trailers was actually cool, where Giancarlo Esposito came in, he like shot some dude and yelled at his son. It was really well acted, but then like there's a tone flip in a lot of the trailers that it's like kind of fun. And there's like the little dog in the wheelchair, and it's like, you're gonna have to give me a go of that crazy backpack you got. And it's like, what's the tone of this game? Yeah, like it seems like there's this murderous dictator. But you're off having a rad old time with your sausage dog in a wheelchair. Like what? Yeah. I don't. It's really I don't know what the tone of the game will be like when you actually play it, but it's a real like, it's dysfunctional.
Disparity between the two. Yeah.
Disparity. Yeah.
You know what else I'm tired of? Just war video games.
Most overshown game is the Game of War.
The Game of War. Stop showing me that. I've seen it. I've seen war. No, like
I've seen.
I just don't want to. Yeah. Why? Why are all games war? Give me more action adventure games. Give me more.
Yeah, give me more sci-fi.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of space this year. Let's be honest. There was a lot of space.
I'm all about
what is with the shooties? Fuck off. Give me a reasonable amount, not so many. A reasonable amount. I still like them. I still want some.
Because the problem is, people who want war games, they want boots on the ground. They don't want like near future or far future, except Halo. But then Halo's, space. So I think it falls into a different camp. But like when games like Call of Duty and Battlefield go too far in the future, gamers are like, boots on the ground. I want boots on the ground.
Yeah. You know what I don't like to see, but we didn't see a lot of sports games. No, don't show me FIFA or NBA.
EA didn't have a conference.
Yeah, exactly. So. Now that's great. Do that, but with the war games. Like have your own show. Put it over there. Show me one or two over here, but put the rest over there. This is the fucking army club. Go away. Whatever.
This is the army club showcase.
This is for the boys that wants the guns.
And this is for us. All right, best under the radar game. It's another one.
Oh yeah, what did I write? Wait, what point are we on? Oh, number 6. Yes. I love this game. I have not seen anyone really at all mention this. Like not in anything that I've watched. Game Deck. As soon as I saw it, I looked it up. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. I think you'll love it, Elliot. I'm not joking. I think you'll really like it. I hope.
Ooh. Cyberpunk themed RPG.
Am I right or am I right?
Is this at E3?
It was. No one said shit about it.
I don't think it was at E3.
It was that's where I saw it. You fuck.
Well, but all the trailers are from 9 months ago.
No, yeah. E3 2021 demo showcase. That's what I saw. I'd never seen it before then. And it was in the Future Games show. And they showed it only for a really small amount on the virtual show floor where you can go and play the shit. Like,
oh, it's an hour long.
No, I didn't see that. Just find a little thing. I just saw a little one. I saw the little one. And obviously, it's been mentioned before, but clearly not enough. Because you didn't fucking know about it.
I didn't know about it. I'm guessing it's PC only.
I don't know.
Let's have a watch.
No, it'll probably tell us.
Engrel says they had a lot of snowboarding, and I'm cool with that. Absolutely, they did. Shredders looks cool.
Shredders. I liked the logo that was like Shredders, and Shredders are written over the top of that.
Yeah. And actually, to kind of go back on what I've said for the last week, at Ubisoft's thing, one of the things that was actually okay was fucking Riders Republic. That kind of looks fun. I'm not going to pay for it.
I'm not going to
maybe play it when it comes to Game Pass in 2 years' time. But it did look kind of cool, and like heaps of people, snowboarding and mountain biking and jetpacking around the place. I can get behind that, but I'm not paying for it. Steep came to Xbox Game Pass, and I played it for about an hour and got pretty bored of it.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
It's a very Ubisoft snowboarding game. All right, well, let's watch this. Game Deck, Freedom of Approach trailer. Does this sound about right?
I have no idea.
Okay. Let's find out.
The core assumption of Game Deck is to give players freedom of approach while investigating cases. We want to...
Who are you?
I don't care about talking.
Stuff. Well, all there is a fucking hour-long demo.
No! Do this. Cinematic, Future Game Show, Spring... What? No, that's not it. Yeah.
No.
All right, E3, change it to 2021. E3 2021. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. I didn't see anything that it was 1 hour. Fuck off! I'm gonna find something. Stupid. You're dumb.
You're dumb.
You're dumb. You can't find no trailer. God, you right. What about?
Look.
What's this? What about this? Wait, I'm looking.
I can just play the preview from 1 year ago.
I guess.
Search volume is terribly low.
I guess. What did I see? It was only small.
So
I didn't watch anything that was a fucking hour long. That's for sure. But show the thing from 2020. Show the thing from 2020.
All right. So do. Oh, fuck.
Game Deck, a profession invented at the end of the 22nd century. A combination of a skilled virtual reality player and a private detective solves crimes in virtual worlds. Become a Game Deck. Face unique challenges like disputes, engaged players, realistic simulation, relaxing in the sunlight of the Wild West, or making new friends. Use custom Game Deck skills and tools like influence, deductive reasoning, Whiskamats, gaming couches on a Nintendo Switch console. Warning. Becoming a Game Deck may cause love for pen and paper RPGs, induce nostalgia, and urge you to make choices in your own unique way. Would you like to know more?
No. Yes, I would, but... Coming 2021. We'll see. Yeah, well, I'm keen on that. Looks groovy. It makes me really want to play Disco Elysium.
Right? Except Disco Elysium is so rough
Weird?
in like rough in its content. Like the characters are so rough in how they talk. And I talk rough and it's uncomfortable. Like, like sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to listen to this. Like skip, So Game Deck seems, like you said, similar, but maybe less uncomfortable. And also like
it's a vibe I really dig as well.
Yeah.
I love
inside virtual worlds, and like you go to different types of virtual worlds,
like
Wild West or a future one or fucking farmland, like just going down into the sewers. No, this guy's just here to fucking roll me up, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Put Willem Dafoe in Elden Ring.
Just at least you said it before he could. Okay, my best under the radar game was something I've spoken about a lot, but like I feel like nobody else is talking about it except us. It's Harold Halibut.
Oh, Harold Halibut! What a delight!
What a delight!
That is a good game. More people should get on Harold Halibut. Like art direction, fantastic.
The effort over the top. Why? Sometimes I wonder why people go to the lengths they go to for the art they create.
It's like they've got huge brains, but also tiny brains. Like
that guy also had a huge head.
Yeah, he has brains in there. But like they've got so much brain to come up with this and like put in that much effort, but so small brain because they didn't think about how much effort they had to put in. It's crazy.
But like, I mean, how much more effort is it than actually just creating the video game to begin? Probably a lot more.
Probably effort. A lot. Also, Game Deck is supposed to come out on the 17th of September.
Hell yeah! On what platforms?
Nintendo Switch and PC.
Switch? Ah, typical. Two things I don't have right now.
Yeah, that is a bit sad. But maybe by September you can have your Switch. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe you can name your character Willem Dafoe. Like,
oh my god.
Who am I to say? Bush.
Now that is Slow Brothers Big Brain.
But yeah, Harold Halibut looks fantastic. Absolutely.
It really does.
Amazing. Great. I want that game.
That's releasing soonish, but I don't think it's going to be out for about 2 years. But you know what? I'm cool with that. Soonish. I'm excited. Let them do what they do. The Slow Brothers. The Big Brain Brothers.
Big Brain Slow Bros.
All right. The final thing.
The final slight upon me.
The most anticipated game other than Elden Ring.
Bloody rude boy.
I mean, what are we going to talk about Elden Ring for another 15 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Fucking hell.
January it comes out. We can talk about it for all of 2022 for it's going to be great. I'm going to play it, so it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm very excited. But I have chosen a different game.
Okay.
I have an honorable mention that if you don't say it, I will say. But mine, this is really, really hard for me to pick, by the way, because this is the level of every other game that I really enjoy. And Elden Ring is like on the moon. And everything else is down here on Earth.
That's what I mean. Like, we both anticipate that game in a big way. So,
I just want to emphasize that this was really, really hard for me to even think, what else do I want to play? Like, I don't know. Like, I literally don't know because everything is overshadowed so massively, eclipsed by Elden Ring's logo. But I have chosen Slime Rancher 2. Slime Rancher 2.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
That's a good choice. It's very out of left field cat choice.
Yeah, right? Like, I love the indies, but it's just this beautiful little calm game. Like I love these Stardew Valley types. And in a way, it's not like that at all, but it is at the same time.
It's peaceful, though.
It's peaceful. I want to farm slime. I want to build cages and trap these wild animals so that they cannot escape and make them bang to make weird other slimes that really don't make sense. But that's what I want. I want to catch slimes and explore little worlds. Well, not little worlds, little zones. Like, well, yeah. Yeah.
And it's next gen and PC only.
Is it
that? Yeah.
I don't know that. What does that mean for the game?
I don't know. Probably, pretty. Probably more pretty than it could be.
The slimes have sweet, sweet reflections. Is that it?
Ray trace slimes.
Yeah, like, I don't know. And another game that's on a very similar level that I forgot to write, it just took me so long to find it, which is why I've been looking this way for so long, is a game called Core Keeper. Core Keeper. And it's more like Stardew Valley. So I will read you a little bitty. Explore an endless cavern of creatures, relics, and resources in a mining sandbox adventure for 1 to 8 players. Mine, build, fight, craft, and farm to unravel the mystery of the ancient core. So also kind of like Terraria or like Starbound. It's very cute. The farming bit especially, I love. I like that you can have up to 8 players. I love that.
That's cool.
It's very cute.
Let's watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool lighting.
Yeah, right?
Sven!
Look out, Sven. Oh, you got him, Sven.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's very Terraria on Minecraft.
Yeah. And Stardew Valley with your farming. And
your
true. Fighting. Not so much the building. You don't get to do that in Stardew.
Oh my god.
Look at that mining. Fucking the efficiency.
Oh, wow.
Lurch.
Bosses?
The Abominous Mast. Kind of like Rom the Vacuous. Oh, they said your saga.
Coming to early access late 2021.
Yeah, so there's not much to see about it.
Mm-hmm.
But man, do I like it.
That's cute.
I really, really like it.
I love your way out of left field choices. It's great.
What do you mean? They're not left field, they're just cute indies.
Yeah, for most anticipated game. I choose Slime Rancher 2. That is out of left field.
I chose
most would be
Elden Ring, you turd. But
other than Elden Ring, yes. Look, that does go to show the level of anticipation on every other game.
Yeah, I think there's I've got a huge it shows a very big range in my type of games that I like to play. That you've got Elden Ring, Dark Souls, these monstrously difficult games that people cannot finish. Developers are not developers, fucking journalists this too hard, I cannot play, it's a piece of shit. And then down here I'm just I want to fucking farm shit, just cozy little
slimes, give me the slimes.
I'm gonna catch a slime with my net and listen to little tunes. They are quite different, so I understand.
Good.
Yeah, it is good.
All right, well, I'm going to be full basic bitch. It's hard for me to choose one. It's really hard.
Well, I just did 2.
I know. It's Wonderlands for me.
I was going to say Wonderlands. I'm actually pretty excited for it, even though, it's not necessarily something you would expect from me again.
No, but I really hope this has crossplay from day one, because Borderlands just got crossplay, and for it to have crossplay would be fucking phenomenal, because it's one thing I do wish Borderlands had from the start, because come on, it's fucking 2021, current year argument, give us crossplay and everything.
Crossplay should be just
but
fine.
I'm so excited about this game. I'm so excited about like doing more ridiculous shit in the Borderlands universe, but it not being a typical Borderlands game. Like they can free themselves from the shackles of vaults and Pandora and like sirens and all this shit. Even though I think there's still a lot of story that they can explore in the Borderlands series, but they can kind of just do whatever the fuck they want. They can
they can free
make
themselves.
it as ridiculous, and take a because it was 2012 when Borderlands 2 came out and 2019 when Borderlands 3 came out. So it's a huge gap there. They don't need to push another Borderlands out in the next few years. That can wait. But to be able to do this and have this, what's coming pretty soon, April next year, I think, or something like that. I think that's sick. It's maybe they didn't actually say. It could just be 2022. I'm so excited. I'm just like, I want to know more. I want to see gameplay. I really hope it doesn't get delayed.
Yeah,
but I'm also like 180 hours into Borderlands 3, and that's not slowing down at all. I'm just finding more and more shit to do in that game. So, and that's the thing. Like, I don't play Destiny. I don't play The Division. Anthem's dead. I don't play really any looter shooters or ongoing games as a service. But like, Borderlands 1 is like the original looter shooter. Yeah. And still, to me, it's a game that I don't feel like I'm like at the moment. We're playing True Vault Hunter mode, and we've done all the DLC for the first season pass, and we've still got another season pass to buy that's got current content and new story expansions. Really? But we're just playing through the story again. Like we're probably halfway through the game. Oh my god. Sorry to any audio listeners, but Laz was straight up with the most anticipated is the reveal of what's on Randy Richards' USB.
I'm gonna cry from laughing. That's funny. That's fucking funny.
Oh shit.
That's fucking funny.
How does that guy still have a job? Seriously. How oh my god. So yeah, we're like halfway through the game again, but I'm level 65, fully maxed out, but I don't feel like I'm doing end game content. I'm just playing the story again. Playing it on harder difficulty, playing it with like Mayhem turned up to like level 4. So it's not even like you can put Mayhem up to level 10, so you can make it harder and harder. There's all these challenges. There's like seasonal events and stuff. So like if Wonderlands is anything like that and it has that just replayability, it's not even about like, I hate like end game talk when a company talks about a game and it's like they're announcing a game that's coming out and they're like, and this is what the end game's going to be. It's like, no.
Calm down, bro. I haven't played the game.
Exactly. And I think so much focus goes on that. But like, I know this is totally off topic, but with Borderlands, it's like the end game is just playing the game again. And it's just as fun the second time, except you're so much more powerful. Yeah, right? Like that is fun live. Like it's not really, it's a live service, I guess, but it's like that's fun, repeatable gameplay. And I hope that Wonderlands has all of those components. And then you've got the addition of like create a character, magic, and melee weapons as well as guns. And it's like just that's going to change the game in a huge way. I'm so excited to see what this game actually is in action. Please don't delay it, Randy. I don't think Randy's creative director here either.
I'm still fucking laughing about that. It was the first thing that came to my mind, and I thought, what am I anticipating the most? Like, what do I want to play? Was Chinese.
Yeah, right.
But then when I thought about it, I was like I'm not really excited. Like, I want to play it, but I'm not really excited for it. This is what I'm saying. Like, it was so hard for me to pick something that is my most anticipated. But like Tiny Tina's was my first thought, and then I was like, but Slime Rancher. Oh, what about it? What is it? You know, like so many choices. There's so many choices.
Also, like
put that on. I don't even know what the fuck it's about, but Redfall right at the top. Most anticipated.
And for me, I also like Halo and Forza are right on that list as well. Like Forza is coming out in literally 5 months. Like I can't believe that in 5 months' time I'll be able to play the new Forza game on my Series X, and it's gonna be fucking phenomenal. So
you know what I'm excited for? Coromon.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Chorus, and I was going to say, yeah, I'm really excited for that game too. So they haven't shown it for 12 months. Yeah,
fucking
Coromon, yes, that's cute. I was thinking about that game today.
Put so many games on my wish list. Like, I just love games, you know? Like, I just love
games.
Games. I just love games. I love games.
We'd hope so because we talk about it on a podcast. So you would hope.
You'd think so. You'd have to think so. There was this other one called Encased as well that I'm really excited about, which is a tactical sci-fi RPG. And it was that one where they're like, are you a scientist? You might be in the Blue Corps, or like, are you fucking have no freaking good values about yourself at all? You might be in the Black Corps. You like shooting shit? You might be in the Red Corps.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah,
like
vaguely.
1970s like dome that they discovered, and they're like investigating it. Again, similar to Disco Elysium, kind of. Like,
right.
It's an early access game that you can buy. So I don't know.
I don't think I have watched that. I'm gonna look at it. Ingrawl says replaced and Death's Door for me. I think replaced looks incredible. A friend of mine sent me a link to it. It's like, I don't like games, but this looks sick, and I was like,
that's fantastic. And Death's Door looks so cute. It's that one where you play that little crow, and you're in like that black and white world, and you go into the colored areas as well.
Yes,
really good.
That's right. Is this one? Did you say Encased?
I think this is it. Yeah.
Kronos.
Yeah.
Kronos?
Yeah.
Right, let's have a little squeeze before we wrap this up.
76, and the future has arrived. But here's the skinny. We at Cronus need you. Cronus was formed after a dome-like structure was discovered 5 years ago. Was it from our ancient past? Was it made by aliens? Does it run on perfectly harmless nuclear power? We need to know. And humanity is waiting for you to help unlock its secrets. Descend into the dome itself and join one of our incredible research teams.
Very Fallout.
The only question
Wasteland.
is, which wing of Cronus is the best fit for you? If you like taking orders, cracking heads, ultra-violence, and guns, lots of guns, then the Black Wing is for you. Can you build and repair incredible technology, but not expect any credit for it? You sound like an engineer to us. Welcome to the Blue Wing. Are you a doctor, scientist, mathematician, or any other type of brainiac? We've got you covered in the White Wing. Do you like taking credit for the hard work of others, but never do anything yourself? Those forms won't fill themselves. That's management, mister. And the Silver Wing awaits. Are you a criminal, prisoner, or have no discernible skills whatsoever? Then you're coming to the Orange Wing, like it or not. Are you ready for adventure? Are you ready to make the change with us? Are you ready to love it so much that you'll never want to leave? Then join Cronus and take the second giant leap for mankind under the dome.
Awesome.
Something about it. I like. Something about it. Very cool.
Yeah. Looks groovy. It's very Wasteland, very old school Fallout. Yeah. What a vibe. Good choice.
Big vibe.
Good stuff.
Again, just wrapping around.
Yeah.
what Engel said. It looks so cute. We saw it, I think, last year as well, and they just showed a little bit more of the combat and stuff this year.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, Kat, that was great. God, we can talk.
Hell yeah, we can. Didn't even talk about Elden Ring, though.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get to it.
I know,
we did actually talk about it once.
We've talked about it before. We'll talk about it again, but today's not the day.
It's not the day. Well, Kat, thank you so much for joining me. Chat, thank you so much for joining us for our first numbered installment of Controllers and Coffee live on youtube.com/Direckt Gaming. Appreciate all of your support. Hey, Kat, tell us about what's coming up on twitch.tv/CapCat.
Let me tell you, I don't know. I want to change my stream days around. So I think I'm going to change maybe either the Monday or the Wednesday to a Thursday. I'm not sure. Look, let's be honest. I've been finding it really hard to balance it, like my night streaming with work right now. So it's not, I need to have a bit of a play around. But we finished Biomutant. So what are we going to do now? There's a lot of demos out from E3. Maybe we'll play some demos, or maybe we'll finish Mass Effect, the first one. Maybe we'll finish Mass Effect, the first one. Which we will do very, very soon. Yeah. I just don't know if I want to like play some demos as well.
Yes, for sure. Tunic is out. The demo for Tunic. Yeah. I think like Koromon has a demo. There's a couple of other ones that have some demos. So, might play a few of those. And then of course on Sunday, Dark Souls 2. We had a great time this week going through Shulva. Literally one of my favorite areas in all of the games. It's so good. Nice.
But because I know the game a bit more, and we've got 2 other people on the stream as well, Engral being one of them, we have the ability to chat more chatting about shit, because I know what I'm doing, so I don't have to concentrate on games so much. So if you want to come hang out and enjoy some amazing gameplay, Soul Sunday is where it's at. Otherwise, come join me any other day. Honestly, follow me on Twitch, because that's how you know when I'll go live. Because who knows? Who fucking knows? What if it's a Thursday this week instead of the Wednesday because I had to stay back at work for 7 hours? Who knows? You just don't know. Right now, it's all up in the air. So,
fair.
So follow at twitch.tv/CapCat. And if you want to hear my thoughts on Twitter as well, it's CapCatT with an extra T and a Y, because my username was already taken. Yeah, you know why I don't concentrate? Because I finished it like 16 times. I know everything. I forget it, but I know everything. I don't need.
Are you playing? Is it the Scholar of the First Sin? Is that one?
We are.
No.
So I've never played Scholar of the First Sin edition because I was really mad about it when it came out. So I do know like almost everything about the game, but some enemy placements are a bit different. And some things I do forget because I've got a very small brain. However, muscle memory takes over for a lot of it. I know how to run through and like speed run like the first half of the game. So I've got some pretty good memory on a lot of it.
That's awesome. Very good. On the channel here, I've got a video releasing tomorrow, my top 10 things from E3 2021. It was meant to come out the other day, but I just didn't have time. I did an extra video that came out Wednesday. So if you want to see my review of the Xbox and Bethesda showcase and some things you may not have realized about said showcase, go watch that video. And then follow me on Twitter at Direckt Gaming. And follow the podcast, as you can see, scrolling below us, at Controllers Pod.
Please do.
And
we'd love to hear from you.
Check out the audio version of the show at anchor.fm/controllersandcoffee and send us an email with a big old question so we can tackle that in a future episode at controllersandcoffee@gmail.com. Thanks, Kat. Thanks, chat. We love you all very much.
Thanks, Kat.
Thanks, Kat. Thanks, chat. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will speak to you soon. Peace out.
Bye.
I still haven't created an outro, but see you later.